Welcome to the Fire Department Training Network. I'm Jim McCormick, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about the network and a little bit about our Fireground Training Academy. We believe that realistic fireground training is the key to success and the key to performance on the fireground. So let's go take a look at what you'll find at the Fire Department Training Network's Fireground Training Academy. This is our logistics center. We run our operations from here. Basically, we have an entire fire station. We fill air supply. We have equipment. All of our logistics supplies get moved out of here in the morning and we're set up for class. In addition, we run a complete construction site. We have to maintain props. We're always building, we're always renewing, and we're always resetting. We want the student to get the most out of the experience, and everything needs to be in place so that they never see anything change. Here's our apartment building. We have 19 burn rooms on 3 floors. We can do single room or multiple room fires. We can go upstairs, downstairs. There's a working standpipe in the system. And we also have a roof ventilation prop where we can do live roof ventilation so we can coordinate operations between engine and truck companies while we perform scenarios. Let's go inside and take a look. Here's one of the burn rooms that we use. We had a class just past week so you can see what it looks like when it's finished. Every room is drywalled. It performs an overhaul component of every class that we do. One of those things we feel you need for realistic fireground operations. This is a start to finish class that you'll do everything you would need to do at home so that you get the real deal here. Here's what a room looks like prior to burning. Every room we burn in, we line with drywall. It gives a realistic feel, and it really provides an overhaul component for the fireground operation. When we don't burn in the room during a scenario, we will put realistic furnishings in the room so that that room has the feel of a room at home during a search or during hose line operations. This is our commercial building or taxpayer. We do a lot of scenario-based operations here. We have an auto body shop on the bottom and mirrored apartments upstairs. We can have a downstairs fire, an upstairs bedroom fire, or we can have fires on both the downstairs and upstairs. Crews will come in and actually have to force entry through this garage door. There's slats that go in. It's a prop that's resettable so that we can reset it within minutes for the next crew coming in. As you move in here, it's a 2.5 based operation. It's a tough 2.5-inch hose line stretch, but it's as real as you could get on the street. If you have to stretch upstairs to the apartment building, what we have inside is a circular staircase that's a very difficult hose stretch. We're also able to perform ladder-based vent and search operations under realistic live conditions. Everything here is a culmination of skill stations that you'll find throughout the academy in the different sites. This is our residential burn building that has a basement inside. We can provide a really difficult basement fire scenario, something that you just can't recreate in most places. The rooms are laid out just like a ranch would be, and then the basement configuration is designed so that we can change the stairway going down to get multiple different views of how to get down to a basement fire. The heat generated and coming up the top of the basement door is as real as you would find if you had a basement fire in your own district at home. This is the T container, one of our most popular training stations. We can do a number of things in this station, a lot of hose line stretches and some truck company operation skills. One of the most popular is the Hoarder's Mansion stretch. As you can see right now, we do have it set up where you come in, you stretch through that doorway and encounter a hoarder's condition under a live fire training situation. We haven't found anything that will prepare you for one on the street better than one that you find in training. In addition to this, we can remove this wall, we can put other walls in, we do short stretch operations under live fire conditions where you have to extend a hose line. We do emergency loss of water situations here where you actually lose water in a controlled environment so that you can figure out how to deal with that if it happened for real. On the truck company side of this station, we do a lot of search skills. We do a lot of forcible entry under realistic smoke and fire conditions, and we have a flat roof training prop here that we can coordinate with the engine stretches so that the engine feels the real lift of the heat when the truck company opens the roof. This is one of those that we can start to build scenarios by giving coordinated fire ground operations between engine and truck companies during training situations. This is our single-story burn container. We do flashover observation in here, which is one of our basic skills, and then we do a whole host of other things. We can do victim packaging under realistic fire ground conditions. We can do firefighter rescue skills, RIT operations. We do a lot of can-based search operations in here for the truck company to find out the value of a 2.5-gallon extinguisher. And we do VES operations through this window. This container, as simple as it is, can provide some of the most realistic fire ground conditions that you would face on the street. And you can do all those skills in training before you ever get faced with them, so you know what to do if it happens. This is our roof cutting simulator. We learn the skills on the ground, and then we take them to the buildings and do it under live fire ground conditions. This is our mixed-use burn building. We can do a number of operations here. There's 3 floors, and we burn on 2 of them. There's live ventilation props on the roof so that we can vent while we're doing operations. There's searches. We can take a piece of OSB and change the configuration of any part of this building the same as we can in all of our other buildings. So we can actually make a new look every time the students come in for a scenario. It's one of the most useful buildings we have, and it has enough floor space to provide realistic fire ground operations that are disorienting, chaotic, and as real as you could get when you're home on the street. So thanks for coming along on the tour. If we can be of any help to you, reach out to us. www.fdtraining.com. Be safe.